Good people, we have one of the best crossover SUVs that you can buy today in the Kenyan market, and that comes with the name Subaru. This one is a Subaru Forester Eboxer, which means it has an electric motor in it to assist the natural engine to make some more power for you. So this car is quite excellent. Personally, I love it. I think it's a very, very good SUV. Coming with the new look, there's a lot of redefinement done inside here. You have some nice alloys, and the interior is very, very spacious. So I'll take you through. Let us see what we get inside here. What are some of the new features, and of course, let us see what Subaru has retained in the old version of it. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that each and every time we post videos of cars, you get to see them. So of course, the 2018 model Subaru Forester is an e-boxer. There are two or three trim levels that you can choose. You have the standard Subaru Forester, we have Subaru Forester X-Brake, and you have Subaru Forester e-boxer, which is this one here. The Subaru e-Forester combines a 2000cc petrol with a 33 horsepower electric motor. Okay, that gives it a combined 150 horsepower and 194 Newton meters of torque, and of course, power is sent all the four wheels via a symmetrical all-wheel drive, which is always employed by Subaru. Okay, now this car as always has a CVT transmission, which is standard in almost all the Subarus, minus the ones with manual transmission. Now, if you're interested in buying a Subaru Forester, of course, the price tag for this one is a bit different from the regular ones. The Subaru Forester e-boxer is 4 million shillings, and it is very much negotiable. And I think the price comes because this car is now a hybrid. Most people are trying to avoid the 2.5 liter petrol because it was a little bit of a guzzler. Nowadays, now that you have an electric motor, that one will help you with fuel consumption. Now, another thing that you notice about this car is the size, the shape. I think right now it looks a little bit larger. The design is very, very good. I love the new taillights. I love the new grille. I love the alloys, and I also love the interior quality or the type of interior that they've used. And not so much difference, but you can notice that there's a little bit of refinement with a lot of tech. And then, of course, you have these fabric seats with some touch of synthetic leather. The seats are electrically adjustable, and also from the back you get a very large backside. Now guys, I'll have to rush you through this video because, as you can see, the weather is not very good and it's late in the evening. Now, starting from the front, you have a nice bonnet there that has a lot of grooves, at least to improve on visibility on the road. You have some nice full LED headlights. They are adaptive from Subaru. It has a Subaru Adaptive Driving Beam LED headlamp. Well, what the name. And then, of course, you have some nice daytime running lights. You have turn signals over there, headlamp washers, and on the lower section, you have more daytime running lights. And in addition, you have the standard fog lights there. The grille looks good. You have a nice grille here. It looks a little bit large as compared to the other ones. Front-facing camera, a nice emblem, and then, of course, you have a standard front bumper. You don't have a lot of features on them. Side profile is pretty good. The car looks quite long. It's not very long, but that one kind of improves on the space both in the front, second row, and also in the boot section. On the lower section of the car, you get a lot of plastic cladding, at least to protect the car from the elements. Down here, we have these highway tires, machine cut alloys from Subaru, disc brakes on the inside, and also you have McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs to improve on the driving dynamics. The lower section, you see, you have a plastic finishing that looks like side skirts. Of course, they are not. And then, of course, you have your e-boxer labels over here, LED turn signals on the side mirrors, and then, of course, you have blind spot monitoring systems also. Chrome plated door handles, chrome finish all along the window panes, and on the top side, of course, you won't miss those roof rails. Backside, the same design. You have multi-link suspension here at the back, some nice looking alloys with disc brakes also, and then at the back you have this gorgeous finish. There's some debate. Some people are saying the older ones were good looking, some people are saying this one is good looking. It comes down to personal preference. On the top side, you have an aerial fin. At the back here, you have a mini spoiler with taillights on it. On the windows, we have wipers, and then, of course, you have these LED taillights minus the reverse light and that turn signal that uses the bulb technology. On this side, Subaru shows you that this one is a hybrid, and also that we still use the symmetrical all-wheel drive for all the Subarus. On the lower section, you have a rear bumper that is pretty good with a lot of plastic finishing on it. It looks good though. And then, of course, you have a number of sensors because Subaru kind of prioritizes on safety. We also have here a front, reverse camera or a back-facing camera, and then if you are to access the back side, you have to access it via the trunk, which has an electric motor to open it for you, and it opens pretty fast. Here, with the second row seat up, you get 530 liters of space. With the second row seats folded, you get up to 1,600 liters of space. And these seats are very easy to fold them. Look at that. It was swift. You get a lot of space by folding all those seats there easily and nice. And then you have this cover. Maybe if you want to carry some stuff that you might think it will dirtify the backside, probably they gave you this cover so that at least you protect the materials on the rest of the car. On the lower side, you have a few things. Because of a hybrid, you don't get a spare tire here. You have a few things over there. And then, of course, down here lies the battery packs. Okay, so yeah, I think the backside is very well protected with this material here. And in that case, I'll take you to the second row. Let us see what we get there, and also we'll get to see the front section of this car. Or we can start from the front, then we come back to the second row. So let us access the front part of this car, starting with this door. The door is not very heavy like the German cars, but I'm very sure this can protect you in case of any collision. Now, you have synthetic leather finish with some nice stitches, fabric finish on the inside. You have this synthetic leather on the armrest, then the rest of the part is made up of plastic. On the top side, you have chrome-plated door handle, memory seat settings, and of course, power door controls on this side, and you have a nice speaker right here. As you access the interior, you can clearly see how refined the interior is. It feels very good. I love the tone that they've used. It's kind of dark, so it's not very shouting to the eyes. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now let us talk about the seats. We have these seats here. We all know that the seats in the Subaru are always very accommodating. They are quite large. So if you're going to sit inside here, I'm pretty sure you'll be comfortable. Now you have this headrest on the top section. The seat itself is quite comfortable with these lumbar supports, and on the edges you have this synthetic leather with some nice stitches on them. The base area is quite large, and then of course you have these electric seats adjustments in this car. Now let us see what we get on the front, and starting from the lower section here, you have a number of things. You activate your Subaru eyesight technology from this side. You have memory setting for your tailgate. You can open your tailgate using this button, traction control, and blind spot monitoring system on this side here. Push to start, some nice air vents over here. And then of course, because this is a Subaru, you get a lot of controls on the steering wheel, starting with this leather wrapped steering wheel, some nice stitches, even though the leather is not top quality. And then on the steering wheel, here on the left, you get controls for the infotainment system. On the right, you have controls for your cruise, your adaptive cruise control. The clusters looks good. For Subarus, I love their clusters because they are colorful. You have finish of yellow, blue, green, red. Yeah, so it looks absolutely beautiful, and it's quite engaging also. So it's fun to drive, and it doesn't feel dull. For example, in the Mazda, they've used more of white finishing on their clusters. Let us not forget that this steering wheel is heated. Yeah, so if you will be driving where it's cold, that will come in handy. You have paddle shifters to simulate driving a manual car, which is not very necessary here. You have a secondary screen there to show your powertrain, how much power is remaining in your batteries, among many other features that you get there. Then, of course, you have this soft pad here on top. A 7.5-inch infotainment system that is, of course, touchscreen, which is also pretty nice, even though it is still in Japanese. Controlling it at the moment is pretty hard, but you have some more buttons here that you can use to control your infotainment system. The sound quality in this car is good, but if you can get one with the Harman Kardon sound system, that will be even better. On this other side, you have your hazard buttons, controls for the AC. I like it just like Mazda because they've used these physical touch buttons, unlike some other car companies that they prefer using the touch sensitive controls. Now you have this nice gear shifter here, which is pretty good. It's centrally located, and it is a good thing because we still use this gear stick. Down here, you have a number of features. You can get front view or side view of this vehicle from using these two buttons. And then, of course, here on the side, you have your electric parking brake. Here at the center is your driving mode select. If you push it down, you get normal mode driving. If you push it to the left, sorry, you get X mode, that is snow. snow mode and dirt. If you turn it to the right, you get deep snow and mud. Okay, so this car comes with X mode, and X mode houses all this. That's where you get the dirt and snow and deep snow and mud driving select. Okay, now back here you have two cup holders, nice armrest here with some very hard material. You might think it's leather, but of course it's not. Then inside here you have a deeper storage with a 12-volt output. If you need to charge your phone, you need to you'll have to use these two USB slots with a 12-volt output also on this side. The dashboard is good. You have a large glove compartment here, and then of course you have these nice seats which are electrically adjustable also for the front side. On the top part, we have a digital rearview mirror, pre-collision monitoring system on top, lane departure assist on top, and of course you have Subaru eyesight technology among many other features. Now let me show you the back side. We call it a day because I think we are finishing up. Let me show you the back side. So as you can see from the first impression, the back side is very, very spacious. If you compare to the likes of Mazda CX-5, Toyota Harrier, I'd say the Subaru Forester is very, very spacious. And also the build quality on the door is excellent, no issues at all. And if you want a car that you'll honestly be comfortable driving, or if you're a passenger, you'll still be comfortable here because you can see how much I can stretch my legs, and the driver's seat is pushed all the way back. So I can say the sitting style here is pretty comfortable. I love the seats. The quality of the seats also are pretty good. And you get an armrest here with two cup holders so that if you're drinking something, that will be very convenient. On the other side, you have some amenities here, some nice air vents. Side is good. You have some amenities here, some nice air vents. You can heat your seats, and you have a few accessories to charge. You have two two USB charging ports here to charge your phone. And of course, you have more pockets here to put a few things for you, both for the backside passengers. On top, you have some lighting system so that at least you can see around at night, among many other things. So if you're interested about this Subaru, the asking price is a whole 4 million shillings. It is very much negotiable. Hit me up if you feel interested, and let us see what we can do for each other. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.